Jane Fetting from the Wicked Whisk Bakehouse and Bistro in Rice Lake, Wisconsin. Today we're going to talk a little bit about sourdough bread. I know everybody would love that taste of a nice loaf of homemade bread, and sourdough can be a little bit tricky. So we're going to talk today a little bit about how to get a starter made for your sourdough bread. If you're craving a nice loaf that's going to look like this in the end, a starter is the way to go. So a sourdough starter is nothing more than water and flour, and that's it. But what makes it get that nice tangy flavor is a little bit of time. So what we're going to start out with today is a simple 1 cup of water that we're just going to add into our mixing bowl. And to that we're going to add 1 cup of all-purpose flour. I'm just going to level off the top of this to make sure that I have a nice even measurement. And then we're going to combine these two ingredients. So as I'm stirring this to combine, it's not going to take very long. I just always want to make sure to let people know that I am not a school-trained baker. I am a home baker and happen to have purchased a building a couple years ago and decided that we needed a bakery where we live. And so all of my training has come from the trenches. Everything that I have learned, I've been self-taught, and there's of course wonderful YouTube videos and cookbooks and all those kind of things. So when we're making this series about sourdough, if I do anything crazy or that you think is not exactly correct, just have a little patience with me because I am a self-taught baker. Alright, so that's basically it. We've combined the water, we've combined the flour, and now what we're going to do is just pour it off into a glass jar. You could use any type of food grade container for this as well. I just happen to like glass jars because you can kind of see a little bit more of the progress of your sourdough as it's progressing. So what you're going to want to do is cover the top of your jar with plastic or a lid. You don't want it to fit super tight though. You want it to have a little bit of room so that it can breathe. I'm going to show you an example right now of the starter that I've had going for a few, I don't know, about 10 days now probably. And I just have a piece of cheesecloth in here. And so what started here is now here. And we're going to talk about that in our next video. So basically I'm going to put the cheesecloth on the top, close it, and set it aside, and we'll be back to this in 24 hours.